How can you ensure that your social media use is not affecting your mental wellness? Do we get rid of the social media platforms that we are using? Hello everyone, welcome to Uliza Focus. My name is Rahab Wanjiru. I am a focus staff, and today we are going to be answering the question, how does social media affect our mental wellness? Yesterday was World Mental Health Day, a day that is set aside by WHO to sensitize this conversation, to create awareness, but also to trigger conversation on mental wellness. And for sure, this is a subject that we need to talk about. One, because this is an issue that is affecting so many of us, but also because there has been a rise on mental health issues, and this rise has been linked to the rise of digital advancement, specifically the rise of social media use. This is the amount of time we are spending on social media, the frequency, and the number of platforms that we are using. There is a study that shows that people who use 7 to 11 social media platforms have more risk of getting depression and anxiety than people who use 2 or less social media platforms. Well, that is how serious it is. But how really is social media connected to our mental health? How is it affecting our mental wellness? I'm going to explain this in 2 ways. One is that social media has the power to influence emotions. That's how powerful social media is. It has the power to influence your emotions, to make you sad, to make you happy, to make you angry. And we know emotions, or the emotion well-being, is a key aspect in our mental wellness. Have you ever been scrolling on social media? It could be IG or TikTok. And because of one piece of content that you watched that was sad, it could be a sad story, your algorithm starts giving you the same kind of content. And by the time you're scrolling for 30 minutes, 1 hour, your mood changes. You start feeling sad, you start feeling, what is happening, you start feeling probably even angry. That's how powerful social media is. It has the power to trigger your emotions. But the second way is that these tools are designed to make you hooked, to make you spend more time on those applications. What we are saying is that social media is actually designed to make you an addict, because, well, that is how they make money. The more time you spend on social media, the more time you spend on Facebook, the more time you spend, consuming that content. That's how they make money. But how do you become addicted to social media? How does this happen? The constant scrolling on social media makes your brain reward area trigger a chemical reaction that involves releasing this feel-good hormone that we call dopamine. And every time you hear a notification from your phone, you want to check, you're triggered to check because you want to feel good. The sad part is, this chemical reaction is temporary. In the long run, it leads to addiction, and addiction affects your mental health. So what can you do? How can you ensure that your social media use is not affecting your mental wellness? Do we get rid of the social media platforms that we are using? Not really, because we need them. We need them to connect with our family and friends. We need them for our businesses. We need them for our organizations. So really, we can't get rid of social media. What we can do is learn how to manage, how to work with the tool, ensuring that it's not affecting our mental wellness or even our relationship with God. When God created man, or Adam, and placed him in the Garden of Eden, there are some instructions that he gave man. He blessed Adam with all these things: animals, plants, oceans, land, everything. Every gift of the creation, the man was given. But there's something God told him when he placed him in the Garden of Eden. And this we are going to read from the book of Genesis, chapter 2, and from verse 15. This is what it says. The Lord took the man and put him in the Garden of Eden to work it and take care of it. And the Lord commanded the man, "You're free to eat from any tree in the garden, but you must not eat from the tree of the knowledge of good and evil. For when you eat from it, you will certainly die." What we see in these verses is that God is giving Adam, or man, the freedom to use the gifts of creation that he has given him in whatever way, but also commanding him to exercise responsibility over the same gifts, over the same creation. And that is the same concept we can apply in our use of social media. This is by making sure that we are not spending a lot of time and wasting a lot of time scrolling and browsing on social media. It could also be the type of content or the people we are following on social media. Is the content that you're watching glorifying God? It could also be what we are posting on social media. What are we sharing? Is it something that is glorifying God? It could also be probably you just need to take a break, making sure and ensuring that social media is not affecting your mood, is not making you anxious, is not making you sad, that you're protecting your mind and your heart from whatever you're consuming on social media. That is exercising freedom and responsibility in these beautiful gifts that God has given us on social media. But there are other ways, there are other things that we can do to make sure that, to ensure that social media is not affecting your mental wellness. And I have shared this before in another video. One, it could be probably just need to go radical and probably delete some of the social media platforms that you're using that are making you spend a lot of time on them. You probably just need to uninstall them for some time to just give yourself a break. Another way it could be you need to constantly take breaks. And when you develop that discipline of taking breaks, it becomes a habit. And that way you're able to really manage your social media use. But another way, and this is something that I usually emphasize, is actually turning off your notifications. Those notifications, as we said, whenever you hear them, they are meant to trigger you to check on your phone, to check on what is happening on that app. And when you go to check, by the time you're realizing you have spent 30 minutes to 1 hour scrolling on that app. Turning off notifications will help you not be distracted by your phone. It will help you, manage your time because you're not triggered to check your phone. So turn off your notifications. In case you're experiencing extreme sadness or anxiety and you feel like you have no control of it, I would recommend that you take a step to go and see a professional. That way they are able to know what is wrong with you and how to help you professionally. And I hope you get well. I hope and pray that we can learn to exercise freedom and responsibility in our use of social media, this beautiful gift that God has given us, so that we can protect our mental wellness. Thank you so much. God bless you.